Welcome back to the Time Seekers Way podcast. I'm your host, Vivian Ferguson, and I'm a process automation engineer. You can find out more about what I do over on my GitHub page, or you can check out my YouTube channel, which is Mr. Vivian. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you go any further. In this episode, I'm joined by Alison Matthews from VirtuALI. She is an absolute superhero when it comes to saving time on admin. She is the person you really do need to speak to if you're just unable to cope with all the admin and you don't have enough time. So I'm going to let Alison explain exactly what she does and how she helps businesses, and she'll also have some tips on how you can save time within your own business as well.
Gorgeous day, and I'm joined by Alison, who is a virtual assistant. Isn't that right, Alison?
That's me, yes.
Do you want to explain to the listeners in more detail what it is you do?
Yes. So I started the business VirtuALI Admin Solutions 10 years ago now, and I was a PA before that. And I don't want to say that I love organising people, but I sort of do.
Enjoy that?
I enjoy that. But being organised kind of comes naturally to me, but I know it's not always the case for other people. And so I started up my business to help people be more organised and to save time.
The gorgeous day here. So we're able to do a podcast. We're going to get a walk done. Could you tell me where you're thinking of bringing us today?
Today I'm going to take you to Ballyhorn Beach, which is just down the road a little bit, which is a massive beach that hardly anybody ever goes to. So maybe we shouldn't include that in the podcast. It's really nice. And when I came to Strangford at the start, and I didn't know very many people, I used to swim in Lurgan and in Lough Neagh, and I got talking to someone one day at Ballyhorn Beach. She was swimming, and she then included me in her swimming group. And so that's how I made friends as well, because I started swimming with them. And as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous beach.
I'm really looking forward to being shown around Strangford and looking forward to going to the beach. So without further ado, Alison, let's go.
Okay, excellent.
Before I get stuck into today's episode with Alison Matthews, I just want to recognise Pablo, my dear little dog who passed away in July this year. This episode is dedicated to you, Pablo. Thanks for being there for me.
So Alison, where do you feel in your business you would have some time leaks, things that would take up a lot of your time, or things that you just kind of struggle with within your business?
Yeah. I think the thing for me that's always been hard, because I came from a PA background and being in corporates, I didn't know how to market my business. I didn't understand anything really about marketing.
Yeah.
And so when I started out, I found it very hard to know what to write and how to do blogs and all the content creation, really. And I know over the years, and especially recently, like AI's can help us a lot now with creating content and creating images and, teaching you how to post and schedule and all those things. But I say that's the thing that it still catches me a bit. And also that sort of time, of sort of setting aside time to be the CEO of your business.
Yes.
Rather than just being in it all the time.
Yeah.
And because I came from an admin background and I've always been supportive roles, the actual managing and leading the business.
For me, I just feel like I'm learning every single day.
Yeah.
It goes back to networking as well. You learn from everybody you meet and you learn something new. And sometimes you think, I'm ahead of the game and talk to somebody and it's like, you know more than I do.
Yeah. And I remember at the start, even I really struck tagline for my business. And one of the first events I was at, because I used to wear it, was at the Armagh Banbridge Craigavon networking meeting.
Yes.
And it was Lily there, Eve Early, who's American. And I was telling her what I do. And she said, oh, you take people's admin pain away.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it, Eve.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It can be very hard to describe to people what you do.
Yeah.
IT is a very generalized area and it's there's so many different cogs in the whole process.
Yes.
So people think, you know, I have a broken keyboard, your IT, you go and fix that,
Oh, yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm more the process automation side of things,
Yes.
saving people time, saving people money, and really looking at their business processes and reviewing it and thinking, right, what's your budget and how can I help with the budget that you're aiming to go with?
Yes.
You know, it doesn't have to be a big, massive, expensive solution. It could just be that you need to transfer from paper to something as simple as Google Sheets.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you any money.
Yeah. And I think it's about looking
Yeah.
always at the tools that you have. And I think we can get so caught up in buying lots of different project and tools for this and that.
Mhm.
And the fact that you have Google Suite or you have Microsoft Office,
Yeah.
there are so many tools. Like once you have that package, there are so many tools
Yeah.
that to help you.
Yeah.
There's just knowing that, isn't it? Taking a wee bit of time to explore sometimes as well.
Yeah. And what common tasks would other businesses struggle with,
Wow.
would you say?
I find over the years, a lot of people have come to me saying, I've got no time, but they're doing a lot of appointments very manually.
Mm.
So, they were trying to fix appointments with people in their own time zone or different time zones. I'd send emails going and create this time, create that time, are you free? But they were sending out like 10 emails like that.
Yeah.
And then their calendar, it was so hard to purchase the calendar. So
Yeah.
over the years, I was actually an American virtual assistant recommended to me to use Calendly,
Yeah.
which is like an automated booking schedule system.
Yeah.
And that like sync with your calendar. You determine
Yeah.
when you're free and what appointment time suits.
Yeah.
And then you can link it to Zoom or Google Meet or actual physical location in the background.
Yeah.
Like you just send people a link
Yeah.
and go, again, it takes seconds. And you can also, if people are in different time zones, they can easily see that, it comes up in their time zone to them. So I think something like that, and even with Microsoft have their own version of that. Microsoft did big tool, and I saw Google actually have started their own now too.
Really?
And that links with your Google Calendar. So something
Really?
like that. Yes, it might take near you a couple hours to set that up,
Mm-hmm.
but it will save, over the year.
Save probably
hundreds.
days of time.
Yes, days of time. Days of time.
And if you think about the manual way of doing it,
Yeah.
it's a lot of phone calls, and then
Oh,
if
yeah.
something comes up, you have to ring the person again, and then
Yeah.
you have to trouble them, and
Yeah.
instead of using a system where it pings them and lets them
Yeah.
know, automatically let you know, or suggest a new time for the
Yes,
meeting,
yeah.
rather than lifting the phone, wasting your time, wasting their
10
time.
years.
Something that's non-intrusive and something that can take all that admin pain away
8 years.
for you.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
great things with a lot of those tools now, there's so much automation you can put in behind, to send people an email reminder, text reminder, and also with the follow up.
yes,
The functions of the follow up, as they say, that like you could schedule an email to go out a couple hours after you've met them, lovely to meet you, and give them something sort of generic.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for everybody, but to have some kind of automated feedback, and even if you're very busy and can't get a tailored response to them, they've got something.
yeah, and we tip that Norton Flanagan gave from episode 1 of the podcast was have in your signature a way for people to leave you a review.
Oh, that's a very good tip, yes.
So you don't have to spend time either ringing them or sending a new email just to specifically ask for a review. You're being non-intrusive there.
Yes.
You're sending whatever you need to send them, and then they can look and go, this is where I can leave them my review.
Yes.
So there's a lot of ways we can change our processes, and a lot of tools out there now available to us. We're just not fully aware of them. I suppose that's what the Time Seekers Way podcast wants to bring out of people.
Yeah.
And I want this to be a valuable listen and watch to whoever's listening and watching. Back to the idea of doing multiple things at the same time. So people could be listening to this podcast while they're at the gym or going on their own walk or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That all falls into the theme of the time seeker's way.
Yeah. And I suppose the thing, like, I'd say if you interview anybody who started their own business and why you started it, I'd say all of us would say to have more time.
Yes.
And then we get bogged down in lots of processes but we want more time, so we can go out and actually just go to the beach like this.
Yeah.
And relax and, and do all the things that we didn't have time to do before.
And if you were going back to your last job where you were employed, you would probably be in the office right now.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
Having to look out at that sun.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Like I was thinking about that the other day too. It's so, when you think about working in an office 9 to 5, it must be so unproductive in a way.
Yeah.
Because the days that you're really tired, or something's really happened and there's a lot of emotional stuff going on, and you're not in the headspace to work.
Yeah.
At least when you're self-employed, you can go, okay, I'm just going to take a few hours off this morning and sort of recalibrate and get my head in the right space or go out for a wee swim, whatever it happens to be. And then you've got the energy and you can be, get twice the amount of work done.
Yeah, everybody's different. Some people are more productive in the mornings. Some people aren't as productive in the morning. I think we need to take a step back at times and think, right, how can we make this work for the employer and how can we make this work for the employee?
Yeah.
Because if you look out for the employee, they're ultimately going to be more productive.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, just because they're working from home or, they're taking a little bit of a break out in the sun, it doesn't mean,
working,
but they're not working.
Yeah.
We agree that they can work a bit later in the day if they're not feeling well or something,
Yes.
I think we just have to take a step back and rethink things. And I think going back to COVID, it forced everybody to rethink everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have realized now that they can't work remotely.
Yes, yeah.
And some people don't like working remotely, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's about giving people
the choice.
And, trust as well.
Yeah.
Trust is a big thing.
Yeah.
But the trust works both ways.
Yeah.
It's not just about the employer, it's about the employee as well.
Yes, yeah, totally.
All of this is coming out of my head now because I'm out in the fresh air and the wind's blowing on my face and I'm hearing the sea in the background and
we could see the Isle of Man from where we are as well.
We could see the Isle of Man as well. You can just about see it. I don't think we'll see it on the camera, but you can just about see in the distance the Isle of Man. And I suddenly, as soon as you said that, I went, where is it? I was looking for it right away. Because if you go up to Belfast, you can see, if you go up Cape Hill in Belfast, on a really nice day, you can see Scotland.
Yes, yeah.
So now I've come down here and I can see the Isle of Man.
Yeah. So it's and in your business, what people come to you most often to ask about? Like, what do you find yourself doing the most from an automation or process kind of point of view?
Yeah, people really struggle with emails.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
They get really bogged down with emails. Yeah. Some businesses know and some businesses don't that you can use email rules to tidy up your folder and really manage it more. Another thing as well would be Excel. People struggling with Excel.
Yeah.
People struggling with getting away from manual paper.
Yeah.
Writing out calculations, possibly getting a figure wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
And then in the end, they go, Vivian, can you create a Excel spreadsheet for me or a report for me?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort to convince somebody of the time saved. A lot of people have the attitude, this is the way we've always done it, Vivian. Why would we want to change?
Yeah.
This is the way you've always done it, but it's taken you hours and hours and hours, days, weeks.
Yeah.
Always the way you've done it. And that's actually the problem.
Yes, yeah. Yes, like when you learn to drive and you've got really bad habits, And it's very hard to undo the bad habits, isn't it? And then someone else gets in the car and goes, oh my goodness, what are you doing?
I like to use the analogy, would you walk from Enniskillen to Belfast? Or would you take the car?
Yeah.
Or would you take the bus? You know, you're always going to choose to jump in the car.
Oh, yes, yeah.
You know, and, you know, it's kind of like somebody saying, I've walked from Enniskillen to Belfast, and that's always the way I've done it, and it's always worked for me.
Yes, yeah. It's a long way. That's a long way.
You know, you get tired.
Yeah. You get run over.
You've wasted a whole day. You know, you've risked your safety.
Yeah.
There's so many problems there. I mean, yes, you've been able to get to Belfast, but to get to Belfast, you've had an awful lot of work to do.
Yes.
And a lot of time wasted.
Yeah. No, it's a very good analogy. But
So I think that's the best analogy to use.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Alison Matthews from VirtuALI. Lots of neat little tips there where you can save yourself some time, and what a gorgeous beach that was as well. For more information about Alison, please check out today's show notes. And if you liked what you saw and you want to learn more about the Time Seekers Way podcast, or you want some simple hints, tips and tricks, then please hit that subscribe button and hit like if you liked the video. I'll see you next time.